Okay.
Welcome, everybody.
Today we are unboxing another of our premium spirit release purchases.
So happy Saturday, everybody.
Yes, happy Saturday. Kick back, take your socks off, put your feet up, get yourself a dram,
Absolutely.
and enjoy. Sip along with us.
So maybe you guys will have this.
Maybe.
Maybe you won't. Probably not. I feel like I've never even heard of it, technically.
Okay.
But you may have it, depending on what part of the world you're in.
Yes.
Or you can pull up something similar.
Yeah, sure.
Why not?
Grab another Indian single
We got
malt.
the Indian Single Malt Rampur.
Yes, Rampur. This was the only Indian single malt that came out in this year's premium spirit release. And as you know, Trenny and C did Indian summer this summer, so we quite enjoyed our Indian whiskey. And so we thought, hey, let's keep the
Let's keep
it
the
going.
spirit alive.
Yes, that's right.
Comes in a really cool little bag. Kind of like the Crown Royal bag. And then the bottle, I always love that style of bottle.
This is like the Brooklady bottle.
Yeah, exactly.
Here, I'll give you a little close up.
And then maybe kick those things out of the way.
There you go. Little bottle close up. And I'm going to try and unbox it right here if I can find the little peel away tabs.
Oh, easy as pie.
There we go. Well
Nice.
done. And let's uncork it right here. Good pop.
Ooh, great pop.
Dirty
Pop.
pop.
Dirty pop.
Okay, I don't really know what to expect here, do you?
I have no idea. I don't know if it's going to be slightly peated. I don't know. It is non-chill filtered, so that's a good thing. It is 43%, which is a good thing. It says Vintage Select Casks, whatever the heck that means.
And we've had the Am Roots, and we've also had Paul John's, and they're very different. Am Root is much more like a traditional Scotch, whereas Paul John is a lot more tropical, and it's kind of very unique to the region. It reminds us more of like a Cavalan.
Absolutely.
From Taiwan. So I'm not sure whether we're going to be tasting a Scotchy Scotch or if we're going to be tasting a very tropical fruity type of a...
And having said that, we've also bought some other ones like the After Dark,
Right.
where it just tastes like kind of like molassesy vodka,
Yeah.
or whatever. So you never know what you're gonna get with some of these.
Now these...
The price point on this was a little bit higher.
Yeah,
than
109.
somewhere in there. So hopefully it doesn't disappoint.
Yes, and I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Let's nose it first. It's quite dark color.
Okay.
Dark, rich color.
Yeah.
It's got like a bit of a cedar kind of color to it, so...
This is a very interesting nose.
That is an interesting nose.
That is.
Because it has some... It almost is like a bit of a hybrid of both. You can smell kind of like that scotchiness, but also
It has a bit of a bourbon cask finish style to it too, in a way.
some tropical notes.
Yeah, there's definitely some fruits in there.
Yeah, it's heavy on the fruit side, actually. I'm really liking it,
But
but
it's
also
hard to put your finger on exactly what it is, because it's kind of...
it has some spices that I don't recognize.
Yeah, it does. Absolutely has some spices.
But it's almost it's
They're
a
like
bit like
Sweet spices, but
it's like a tangy heather honey.
yeah.
It's like heather honey but tangy, like sweet
And
and
there's
sour.
a little bit of a pepperiness to it too,
and it almost
and herbal. It's kind of mixed. It's got a whole bunch of different.
I
things
like
going on.
that nose. Like I could sit here. This is a nose you could discover for days.
Yeah, this is one of the more interesting noses I've experienced in
Almost
a while.
effervescent.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Very cool. I like that.
It's like almost it's like a fizzy nose.
Yeah, that's very cool stuff.
Do you know what actually? Remember those candies Fizz?
Yeah.
And it like the sweetness of the candy is kind of like that sweetness.
Yes, because it does have a sweetness to it. This
Okay.
is interesting. I
I'm
hope that the taste doesn't disappoint because the nose is awesome.
Yeah.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Okay.
It tastes like the nose kind of in a way that I don't recognize it.
As I was like just before I took my first sip, The other nose on there that I kind of get is like a Lot 40 style nose.
Interesting.
It has some kind of like...
I think it's the sweet and sour kind of there's this tangy thing to it.
There's a spice to it.
Okay, I gotta taste
flavor.
it again
Yeah,
because
let's try
I
that
kind of
again.
got distracted.
It felt... Okay, hold on.
Super unique palate. There's almost a mint
This is
to it.
really different. Yeah.
There's almost a mint to it, but like a
Bang
zesty fruit. It's like a
Yeah.
zesty tropical fruit. But then the finish is drying and kind of scotchy.
Scotchy. It has almost a slight smoky peatiness on the finish.
This is a very cool. I like this. But
I can't figure it out at all.
it's almost
I
like
know I like it.
it's almost like papaya.
Okay. Yeah, there's
It's
some...
like a papaya thing, like a tropical fruit. Like
There's some
you know how
tropical fruits.
papaya is like sweet, but it's also kind of like has like not a bitterness, but it has like
butteriness.
yeah, it's
or
kind of
something.
unique.
Yeah. The nose, I like. I keep going back to this nose, and it's one of the more interesting noses I've had in years.
But even the palate is completely unique. Like this is good. I think it's really cool stuff. Like if you are kind of like a Scotch fan and you're looking for something different,
yeah,
where it's like it still has like that base Scotchiness, but it's very unique.
it still tastes like a single malt, but it's got so many other characteristics to it. Like it's not really grainy necessarily, and it's
No.
not really malty or chocolatey. It's kind of on a different. It's in a different path.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Mm.
Like you could
I
spend
honestly
a lot
cannot-
of time on this.
I cannot wrap my head around this one. It's almost even some like spicy rum notes in there too,
Yeah.
and then like grapey or something too. There's so many different things going on. Like in the finish, it finishes to me like a rye would finish, but with that single malt style. I don't know.
It finishes with heavy oak to me. Like oak is breaking through at the end.
So it doesn't taste young. You know,
No.
like there is maybe like a youthful zest to it,
Yeah.
but for something that most likely isn't that old, it doesn't really behave that way.
I think what we're gonna have to do is see, like, does the uniqueness of it kind of wear off after a while? You know, in the sense that like, okay, we're really liking it because how unique it is, but are we gonna like really want to drink it all and like keep going back to it, or will be like, it's just different?
Okay, you know, when you go to an Indian food restaurant and at the end, instead of mints, they have that.
Oh, the
little,
mouth fresh.
The
Yeah.
mouth fresh stuff. It kind of has like that.
It's almost licorice.
like caraway seed kind of
Yeah.
thing going on.
That's true. Good observation. I think that's on the finish.
Mm. I'm liking this one.
Very
Pleasantly
cool
surprised.
stuff. Very cool stuff. Rampur Vintage Select Casks. Wow.
Cool.
I think that's all we have to say about it for
Yeah,
right
I
now.
think so. I think we're gonna. This one's obviously gonna take a while to get into and open up, and like you could clearly, from what I can tell, spend a lot of time with just the nose on this one. Sometimes when we do our whiskey tastings to write notes, we do them side by side to other whiskeys, and you spend an hour just doing the nose.
Oh, for sure.
And this one, you know, that's gonna add an extra half an hour.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, click like. If you've had Rampur, leave a comment. Tell us what you think about the flavors. And click subscribe. And go to trennyandc.com or something. I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
Great.
All right.
Cheersies.
Cheers.
Trenny and C, drinking whiskey, describing all the flavors for you and me. Irish, Scotch, bourbon and rye. If they like a bottle, they'll tell you why.